Hi everybody, today's dynamic hard-hitting lesson is going to be on the controls of the car, and we're going to be discussing the things that you will need to know for your road test, as well as some of the things that you need to know for your permit test, your written test. And there are some controls that they don't ask on either one, but you do have to know how to do it, how to use that control, and what the control is, just basically to drive a car. So let's get started. Okay, right here. It's the steering wheel, okay, and the steering wheel is obviously to steer the car. You turn the car in the direction you want it to go, okay? So that's basic. That's 101, driving 101. Also part of driving 101 are your two pedals down here. We have the horizontal one, the one that goes across, is your brake. You push that when you want to stop. And then to the right of that in the corner is your gas pedal. And you push your gas pedal to go, okay? So that's basic driving. Well, they won't ask you this on your written test, but they will say that, I mean, you have to know what the brake and the gas do to just basically to drive a car. Okay, and some of the other controls, we have our blinker here, your signal light, and it down to turn left. Okay, and then you push it up to turn right. Okay, and then you put in the middle. Okay, also this is also your headlight control. So you turn it, on this version of the car, you turn it all the way forward to turn the headlights on. And then if you need to turn your high beams, you pull it towards you. Okay. Now, they might vary from car to car, okay? Sometimes they have the headlight control, they have it as a knob over here or on the right or whatever, okay? And this is your windshield wiper control. Focus. Okay, your windshield wiper control's right here, and you have to point to that on your pre-road test checkout. Okay, you will need to know that. You just have to point to it. They'll say, "Where's your windshield wiper control?" And then you point to here. Okay, and there was Gene Simmons of Kiss. They asked him where the windshield wiper control is, and he pointed up ahead to the windshield. Okay, you don't want to do that. Okay, you have your defroster control, which is over here, and it's a triangle, and you push that in, and your hazard lights come on. Okay, so the hazard light things are blinking up here. They're flashing. Okay, you do use that in an emergency. You have to know that for your written for your road test. They're also going to have you turn the ignition key to the on position without turning the motor. That's 2 clicks. 2 clicks, right? Okay. Need to know you do that, and then your electrical systems are on. Let's see. Another required thing that you have to know for your written test, or your road test, is your emergency brake or your parking brake, or sometimes you guys call it the e-brake. Okay, sometimes you have to push it up and push it down. Let's see, the windshield wipers. Okay, and then they're also going to have you step on the brake. Okay, and once again, it's driving 101. They want to make sure your brake lights are working. Okay, and then you step on the brake, put your blinkers on. They're going to walk around the car and make sure that everything is good, okay? Now here's your gear shift. It's in park because we're parked. And then you have reverse, R. So when you pull the car over to back up, you're going to put it in reverse. And then we have drive, D for drive. And then they have some higher gears, like if you're going up a really, really steep hill or you're towing something, you have two low gears, okay? I don't know why they marked this, why they didn't mark low and low 2 like other cars, but you have to be aware of where the controls are if you use a different car than you practice with, okay? Because if you don't know the controls, they're gonna give you a critical error, and you don't want that, okay? And they're also going to check to make sure your lights work and your blinkers and everything works. If they don't, they might have you get it fixed and then come back. Okay, sometimes they'll do that. Now another thing you have to do is you have to know how to honk the horn. Okay, and the horn's right. Usually it's right there. They should put the horn control all over the car because you can never find the horn when you're mad, right? Okay, and then we have, these are some things that aren't on the test, but you should know. We have cruise control. And cruise control is where you set the car to go a certain speed, and then it'll go faster or go slower, depending on the depending on like you set it for a certain miles per hour. So you get the car up to say 55, and you're on a long trip, and you don't want to keep stepping on the brake and the gas, and so you set it at 55, and the car will continue to go 55. If you're going up a hill, it'll automatically press the gas and make the car go a little faster to maintain that 55 mile an hour speed that you set. Okay, and same deal if you're going if you're going maybe a little bit too fast because you're going downhill, it'll adjust and make the car go 55. Now, you should step on the brake at times, slow it down, and just kind of be aware if it gets kind of crowded. You want to turn the cruise control off. Also, never ever use the cruise control when it's wet, because what'll happen is you set it at 55 and it's wet, and you start to hydroplane, the computer in the car is going to say, the car is not going 55 miles an hour, and it'll keep going faster and faster. And, that can result in something really, really bad. Okay. And also, don't use the cruise control in residential areas. Okay. It's only for the freeway. Okay. And let's see, what else do we have? Okay, we have the rear view mirror here, where you look through the rear view mirror and you want to see as much as you can down the side of the car. And then also we have your rear view mirror, okay? And you have your glove compartment. You have the lock, okay? You might want to lock your car when you're driving around, okay? I always lock the car when I drive with trainees, but I had the window open one time and a road rage guy punched me in the face. So, kind of be aware of your surroundings, be safe, all right? Here's your radio, which you don't really want to use if it's a distracting thing, because, you're always, you don't want to be changing channels all the time, or, I usually listen to my Van Halen CDs, or I listen to books on tape. I'm into the Sandman right now, which is kind of cool. All right, let's see. So, okay, and your windshield, just once again. Okay, well, let's go over the controls that you definitely have to know for your written test. Okay, there you need to know your blinkers. Okay, first of all, you turn the car on without turning the motor. 2 clicks. Okay, put your right blinker. Okay. Put your left blinker, okay, and you want to step on the brake. I'm stepping on the brake down there. They'll say, show us your windshield wiper control. Okay, you point to it here. Okay, they'll say, where's your high beam, your emergency flashers or hazardless? Right here. Where's your emergency brake? Right here. And they're going to have you also do your hand signals, which is another dynamic hard-hitting lesson, but we'll try to do it. So they'll say, show us your hand signals, tell me what they mean. And then this is a right turn, that's your left turn, and then that's your slow or stop. All right, so that's pretty much it for the required elements of the permit test. Oh, and they said, where's your emergency brakes? Right here. Okay, and then here's some other things. This is actually my dad's car, and he's got a handicapped placard, and make sure that you're entitled to one. He's able to park in handicap spots, and if he has to park where there's a meter, because he has the disabled placard, he doesn't have to pay the parking meter. All right, and here's your air freshener, and I'm going to show you the most important control in the car that you have to know where it is, and you have to use it effectively, and that's the place where you put your refreshing beverage. Okay, so you got to have your refreshing beverage. All right, so if you have any other questions, give me send me an email or visit our office hours, which are Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday from 10 to 11. And our dynamic hard-hitting live lessons are Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday from 1:30 to 2. Don't forget the Monday morning business meetings. Those are Mondays on Mondays at noon, and they'll send you a link to that thing, so make sure you attend that. All right, continue to make good choices. Wear your seatbelt. Thanks for watching. Bye now.